Everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. So today's video we're going to be doing a beautiful, very 90s grungy glam, one of my favourite looks ever. I did something similar on Instagram last week and a lot of you asked for a more in-depth tutorial, so here we are. I'm going to zoom you in and get started on my skin. Clip my fringe out of the way. And then starting off with the NARS Radiance Primer, I've fallen back in love with this. This used to be one of my absolute holy grail products and I'm just in love with it again. Just so good, it makes your skin look amazing. It's not too glowy, it's not like a shimmery glow, it's kind of just a radiance glow, surprisingly. Then for this look, I want to do a slightly skinnier brow, so I'm just going to take some of my hair gel. This is just the Got To Be spiking wax. I go between this and the orange Got To Be gel. They're pretty much all I use on my brows now. They don't give you any cast or your makeup doesn't get stuck to it, which I love. So what I normally do if I'm doing a skinnier brow is I want to push the front up. I kind of want the front to be the same. And then I'm just pushing that gel through the brows. Then I brush the top downwards and then just brush the bottom up. It takes a little bit of back and forth to get it perfect. And then I just squeeze the hairs together so they're all kind of sitting central. There you go, skinny brow. Kind of hate how much I love this. Every time I do a slightly skinnier brow, I'm like, brush, 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 brush. Pinch, pinch, pinch. So weird how much that just changes your face, such a tiny little thing. Now moving on to the base, this is a brand new product from Beauty Bay. This is the Glow Filter. I've been using this for about a week and I'm loving it. I've been using it every single day. And this is the shade BB102. So this is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. So it's just a very glowy, minimal coverage, but just makes your skin look amazing. Skin hasn't been breaking out too much recently, so I've been loving something a little bit lighter. And I just love this. This gives your skin this amazing glow. It looks really natural, still looks like your skin. Loving a really stripped back base at the moment. Now to add a little bit more coverage and brightness, I'm going to go in with the Kosas Revealer Concealer. This is the shade 03W. It's been my day-to-day combination at the moment, these two. And just using that to brighten up. It's also going to add a little bit extra coverage. I mentioned in my last video that I've been using some Drunk Elephant stuff on my skin, and I swear my skin has never looked better. It is loving it. I always get a bit worried trying new things because my skin freaks out if I use anything too strong, but my skin is looking good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Setting Powder. This is actually like a powder foundation, but I've been loving setting my makeup with that. It obviously adds a little bit extra coverage and it literally makes your skin look airbrushed. Because we're doing a slightly grungier look, I love grungy makeup and a matte skin. I feel like it's very 90s. It's going to be fairly minimal anyway, so I want a nice even base to work with more than anything. I'm going to bronze up my skin a little bit with the Anastasia Cream Bronzer in the shade Golden Tan. I'm really loving this again recently. This was a big favourite of mine a while back. You know, we rediscover something you used to love and it just kind of hits even better the second time round. So just warming my skin up with that. I don't want anything too crazy. I do want the skin to be quite minimal. And then just running whatever's left over my nose. And last but not least for skin, I'm going to add in some little freckles just to give it that really grungy kind of undone look. And this is the Pink Honey Pixie Nose Contour Pen, but it just works so good for freckles. So yeah, that is it for skin. I want it to be very, very minimal. I did this exact skin when I did the makeup look last time and I feel like it just made everything look particularly grungy at the end. For the fun part, let's zoom in, do my eyes. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of that setting powder we used and I'm going to run that across my lids to get rid of any creasing and give me a nice base to work with. And for liner, I'm going to take my trusty Makeup by Mario Black Kohl Liner. Everything has rubbed off this. It's a sign of a well-loved liner. My favourite one ever, 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 ever. So I'm going to start by just drawing on a kind of messy wing. Not worrying too much about being super neat, but I do want to keep it quite close to the lash line. And taking a little brush, this is the Vive 229 Lip and Line. I love this, it's like a really nice little mini shape. I'm gonna just start blending, so I kind of want a long liner, very Maddie Euphoria. As you do this makeup and you feel the most powerful ever. It's insane, it's like immediate change in your attitude. And I'm gonna push it into the inner corner a little bit. Even that on its own, that's just so strong. I'm obsessed with that. Not going to stop there, are we? I'm going to line my waterline as well. Ooh, yeah. The second I do that, I'm like, yeah, we're in the room, we're here, she's present. So when I did this before, I did like a little double wing. Kind of looking at it now, do I want to do that again? Yeah, fuck it, why not? That bottom line, I'm going to just kind of extend a little double wing. Just buff out the bottom slightly. Would go in with a little bit of concealer actually. Just get right in there just to create a bit more of like a negative space. And I think I'm actually going to go in and just blend this top line a little bit more. I think I want to go a bit smokier. And just taking a black eyeshadow, I'm going to really just like redefine that. Sometimes when you've been blending it so much, they obviously kind of lose that real intense blackness. So pop that back in. Same underneath as well. I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer in, so I'm going to take my brand new Pat McGrath palette. This is the Mothership X, and I'm going to take this gorgeous, almost kind of like silvery grey here. I just love this colour so much. I'm just going to use my finger. I feel like I found that just works the best with these. And I'm kind of just going to go from the inner corner, just up. To be honest, I kind of just want it to keep that messy look. For me, this just gives that like worn look. Like it looks like you've had it on for a few hours, you know, things are starting to print. I kind of love when it goes over the liner a bit, so you get like a little bit of a metallic liner in some places. I feel like it just looks so cool. I want to keep the focus more on the inner corner and then kind of just blown out. So I'm just going to pop some mascara on and then eyes are done. So this is a Swede Pro Lash Lift Mascara. I'm obsessed with this. And we're just going to do some nice black, super chunky lashes. And I like to do a few layers of this, so I'm just going to do one layer, let it dry while I do the other eye, and then come back and build it up a little bit more. This mascara is so good for doing like chunky bottom lashes as well. The brush just seems to like perfectly do that. And then I just pull the ends off them and just kind of give them a little squeeze together. And then I'm going to go back to these lashes and just really build them up. Mascara also layers so well, you know, some of them just kind of don't work. It's also so black as well. Obviously I do a lot of black eyeliner looks, and I feel like a lot of mascaras, your lashes just get kind of lost amongst it, but this is so black. There we go. I feel like that is it for eyes. I love this. Super messy, grungy vibes. Ooh, 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 we love it. So just got lips to go and then we're done. I feel like I did that really fast, but I don't think I did. For lips, we're keeping in with the 90s vibes. We're going to do a nice glossy high shine brown. So I'm going to start off with the Nabla Cosmetics. This is Nude number 6, my favourite dark brown liner. And I'm just going to line our lips with that. And I'm just taking some concealer just to really sharpen it up. And then I'm just going to lightly buff that liner in a little bit. You could leave it like this. I love that. I love a really strong liner. I think it looks so cool. But we're going to use the MAC Gloss Stick in the shade Lower Cut. I spoke about this in my last video. I'm obsessed with it. And then I like to just remove the excess. Take my fringe out. Voila. It's the finished look. There we go, that is the finished look for today's video. I absolutely love this makeup. This is definitely up there with one of my favourite looks ever. Grungy makeup looks just have a very, very special place in my heart. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here as always. Everything that I've used will be linked in the description box down below. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day wherever you are, and I will see you very soon. Love you.